Tonight on Nightline, sext and teens. First, teen celebs caught in the act of sexting. Now the disturbing new trend, kids with phones snapping and sending lewd photos. Just what are your children up to, and how should they be punished? Nightline investigates. Overcooked? The explosion of the celebrity chef, the restaurants, the TV shows, the cookware lines. Tonight we ask the original Wolfgang Puck about fame and fortune built around food. But can they cook? Plus, Casual Wednesday. As world leaders converge in London to confront the global economic crisis, the message to formally attired bankers fearing a populist backlash? Blend in. Why dressing down is tonight's Sign of the Times.
From the global resources of ABC News with Terry Moran, Martin Bashir, and Cynthia McFadden in New York City, this is Nightline, March 31st, 2009.
Good evening. All it takes is a cell phone and a lapse in judgment, two things that almost every American teenager has access to. Imagine for a moment that a provocative, if not pornographic, photograph of your son or daughter is being circulated among classmates via text message. Your disappointment is understandable, as is the humiliation facing your child. But what if the punishment suddenly included a felony charge, and your child was at once the alleged perpetrator and the victim? Vicky Mabry now investigates.
In the hyper-sexy world of the red carpet, showing a little skin far from getting a starlet in trouble can often boost her career. In fact, when nude images of Vanessa Hudgens and revealing photos of Miley Cyrus got out via cell phone or the internet in a phenomenon known as sexting, they were embarrassed but got past it with an apology to fans and no apparent career damage.
What is sexting?
Sexting is sending or receiving photographs or explicit texts that have some sort of sexual content. Sex and text.
But far from Hollywood, in sleepy little Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania, teen sexting may have real-world consequences.
They can be charged with anything from felony child pornography to criminal use of a communications facility, which is using a phone to commit a crime.
That's right, child pornography. The case started last fall when officials at Tunkhannock High School discovered what's described as nude and partially nude images on the cell phones of some students. Police were called and the district attorney sent a letter to the parents of 20 students involved. Mary Jo Miller received one.
Marissa Jamie Miller has been identified in a police investigation involving the possession and/or dissemination of child pornography. Marissa was with me when I got the call at school, and I asked her immediately, and she was appalled, upset. "I didn't do it, Mom. I don't know what they're saying."
Turns out one of the images in question was this picture of Marissa Miller and a friend. The DA calls it provocative.
You remember taking the picture?
Yeah.
And what were you doing?
We were just, I don't know, like taking pictures, dancing around my room, like making up dances to music. And I don't even like just, I don't know, being goofy, like just having fun. Like we were 12. I didn't think we were doing anything wrong. We were taking pictures.
Were you trying to be, as Mr. Skamanek said, were you trying to be provocative?
No, I don't even think I would have known what provocative meant then. I mean, I wasn't really, like, just taking pictures.
Is your first response after you saw the picture?
I was floored. I said, what is wrong with this photo? There are photos like this in Victoria's Secrets and JCPenney's.
But the prosecutor didn't see it that way. He gave the 20 students a choice. They could avoid charges if they'd attend a 5-week class on the evils of sexting.
Participation in the program is voluntary. Please note, however, charges will be filed against those who do not participate or those who do not successfully complete the program.
What civil rights do you think are being violated here?
Her right to be herself, a teenager, and not be guarded. My right to raise my child the way I see fit.
17 students chose class. The Millers called the ACLU.
Child pornography laws were passed to protect children. from abuse and exploitation in the manufacturing of child pornography. I mean, that's why it's such a horrible offense and why it's punished so severely, because you're abusing kids. Sexting doesn't quite fit that.
It doesn't fit, Volchek says, because the victim and the perpetrator are one and the same.
There's nothing wrong with district attorneys, police, schools educating kids about the dangers of posting sexually suggestive or explicit photos of yourself. I mean, you know, kids need to learn that lesson because there are serious consequences for that. But prosecutors, we would allege, cannot legally and should not, for real important practical reasons, be making these kids into criminals.
But that's just what keeps happening. In January, 16 students in Greensburg, Pennsylvania were charged for sending and receiving nude pictures of classmates. Last week, a 14-year-old New Jersey girl was charged with possession and distribution of child pornography for posting nude photos of herself on MySpace. And just yesterday, outside of Boston, 3 junior high school students were arrested for allegedly distributing a sex video with their cell phone.
It used to be that a boy would bring a Playboy magazine into school and would share it with the other boys. Now, if a boy has a sexy picture on his phone, he shares that with other boys. That's the same, except that today it really is the girl next door who's on his phone.
A recent study found that 20% of teens report they've sexted. 44% say they know those messages or pictures get shared, and a whopping 75% say they know sexting is a bad idea with, quote, serious negative consequences.
The technology has fast outpaced the law, and I think that the laws will change in the future. In the meantime, it's not snooping when a parent says, I want to look at your phone and make sure that there are no pictures saved on it that shouldn't have been there.
In fact, in Milwaukee, this provocative ad has been appearing around the city to warn parents and teens. But should sexting be a felony?
It's just so easy to transmit. Once it's out there, it's probably out there forever. Potential employers may find it. School admissions officers may find it, and you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. The question is whether being reckless, impulsive, naive, or stupid is really criminal.
Is it a picture you're ashamed of?
No, I mean, I was 12 and having fun with my friends. I mean, it's, you know, a picture that I thought I would look back at one day and laugh.
Last week, the ACLU was in court to keep the DA from filing charges against Marissa Miller and the other 2 girls. After listening to their side of the story today, you don't feel that you've come down too hard on these kids?
No, like I said, I could have just arrested them. We didn't do that. We tried to be nice. We tried to do what we thought was the right thing.
But they say they did nothing wrong, so why should they have to go to the class?
Then their option is go to court and let me prove my case, or not prove my case. That's how the system works.
She did nothing wrong. There was no reason to take a class and admit she did something wrong when she did not.
Just yesterday, the judge ruled in their favor, barring the DA temporarily from filing charges. In Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania, I'm Vicki Mabry for Nightline.
And the prosecutor told us tonight that he intends to appeal the judge's ruling. Our thanks to Vicki Mabry. When we come back, we shift gears and ask culinary legend Wolfgang Puck whether the kitchen is suddenly overstuffed with cooks simply out for fame.
ABC News Nightline, brought to you by Travelers.
Once upon a time, people worried about the things they loved. Until something wonderful arrived.
We're gonna need a bigger umbrella.
Now, they don't have to worry any longer.
For auto, home, and business, Travelers.
Great soup, Jen. What's your secret?
An incredibly high degree of culinary intuition plus years of experience.
You mean Swanson broth?
Yeah.
Made with all-natural chicken stock and flavored with garden vegetables and herbs, the secret to great-tasting homemade soups is Swanson broth.
Retailers don't want you to see the information about to be disclosed.
Hi, I'm Tony Galata. This is my wife, Carrie Galata. This is our house, my wife's greenhouse. And we furnish most everything in this house with products from Direct Buy. We purchased the breakfast table and chairs. We looked at that table in some other places.
They ran around $3,500, and we picked it up for around $1,500.
If you're building, remodeling, or simply redecorating a room, there's now a way to buy virtually everything you need at prices you never imagined possible.
We've saved, I think, well over $20,000.
Just on our kitchen alone, we saved almost $10,000.
It adds up to about a $30,000 to $40,000 savings overall.
Call the number on your screen now to receive your free insider's guide to buying direct. Plus, you'll also receive a free visitor's pass for an exclusive tour of your local Direct Buy showroom. Call right now to get started buying the Direct Buy way. Stop paying retail and become part of Direct Buy, the private members-only showroom and design center. Don't wait another minute. Pick up the phone and call now.
Mom knew I needed calcium from day one. Now I'm the mom, and I know 80% of us don't get enough calcium from food. Our bodies can steal it from our bones. Give yourself some TLC, Tender Loving Caltrate, and give TLC to somebody you love.
Tonight, the latest answer to get the boot was fast. Will Arnett is furious. No! Michelle Rodriguez is in the Fast and Furious, and they're all on Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel Live, all new, coming up on ABC.
Tomorrow, Charlie Gibson in London, one-to-one with Timothy Geithner on ABC's World News.
It's time for Lucky. It's time for Lucky time. I am a winner. Now I'm a spinner. And if I win, I'll bet myself a buying dinner. Those fancy dice, so very nice.
If doing your personal lucky dance makes gambling more fun, please go ahead and do it. As long as you don't lose sight of the fact, lottery games are games of chance. The odds of winning are always the same, no matter what socks you're wearing.
They are increasingly difficult to avoid. Switch on the television and there's an entire network dedicated to food personalities. Enter a bookshop and there are countless cookbooks promoting their latest cuisine. Celebrity chefs are now some of the most sought-after and well-paid personalities in America. But in the rush for business success, are some risking the most important test of all? John Berman asked a culinary giant.
That's what I'm talking about. The guanciale would have been hanging right here.
The juices are getting pushed towards the center.
That one is for me?
I don't have a plate. What's going on? Oh!
You can call them TV stars.
I think we have our menu.
Great. You can call them best-selling authors.
Beautiful shrimp like this.
You can even call them chefs.
Ooey, I like that.
But they don't like it when you call them celebrities.
I think the phrase celebrity chef is a very overused phrase. It drives me crazy.
It's a term that I don't personally like because I think they put that label on people just because you've been in a magazine or on television once or twice.
Some really don't like it.
Do me one big favor. Running around showing who's got the biggest on Food Network, that's not my gag. Staying off the telly, that's my ambition. Staying off the telly.
But what would you call a guy like Bobby Flay with 7 restaurants, 6 shows on the Food Network, 9 books, and 2 endorsements?
Bacon makes the world go round.
Or Lydia Bastianich.
Chef, owner of Lydia, Becco, Del Posto, Esca, and Lydia's Kansas City, Lydia's Pittsburgh. Cookbook author, 5 books, the latest Lydia's Italy. PBS show host, cooking host.
And her own line of wine.
Tutti a tavola a mangiare e bere. Ah, we have a big pizza. Look at that.
Or Wolfgang Puck, who Forbes estimates made $16 million last year.
Well, it's a fantastic number, but it's not quite true. I actually told a friend of mine, and he came with the Forbes magazine and said, look at you, you make $16 million a year. And I said, yeah, last year was a bad year.
Hi, how are you? Very nice to meet you.
I met 59-year-old Wolfgang Puck at the James Beard House in New York. Puck has been called the patron saint of celebrity chefs.
I think that he gave somebody like me a career. He started this whole thing. He made cooking a fashionable profession.
For Puck, born in Austria, trained in France, His path to celebrity began in the epicenter of celebrity, Los Angeles, where he opened Spago in 1982.
People had a great time. It was really like a party ambiance. How are you, sir?
And he learned lessons that have lasted until this day.
Cheers, cheers. I can go into the dining room today and talk with the people for 10 minutes. They would prefer that than if I would stay in the kitchen and cook their pasta or their meat or their fish and then never came out and say hello. You all right so far?
Fantastic.
All right.
Sure, they liked his cooking.
Take a close-up.
But they also liked him.
But it wasn't just the food.
You know, it's never just the food. I think it's a whole package. It is a special place for me. When I'm in my restaurant, I think this is my house, this is where I live, and I'm lucky. People come and pay. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you.
People liked his house so much, TV came calling.
First, you have to cook the rice, or if you have any leftover rice, it's the perfect thing to use that.
And you cook it in the chicken stock.
More TV begat more restaurant success, which begat more restaurants, which begat more TV.
First, Wolfgang Puck.
Which begat an empire.
Let's walk through the Wolfgang Puck business right now.
We have 17 fine dining restaurants from Hawaii to Los Angeles. We have 3 in Los Angeles. Then we have 6 restaurants in Las Vegas. We're in Minneapolis, Detroit, Atlantic City, Washington, Vail, Orlando.
But there's more.
We have a lot of expresses in airports. We have Wolfgang Puck bistros, which are casual fast food.
How many?
We are about 60 or so. I don't count them. This is the biggest party of the year.
But there's still more.
A lot of food for thousands of hungry people.
He also caters giant events like the Grammys and Oscars.
Can you play it? Of course. Okay, let's take some. How many you want?
He spends time with his young kids, and
I have 6 cookbooks, and I do television, obviously.
You're diversified.
I think in a way it's really wonderful because it made me think about so many different things.
Can you be a great chef now without the business side?
Well, you could be a great chef, but at the end of the day, you also have to be a businessman. I know it's very difficult. Even for me, it's like mixing vinegar and oil together and have it stay together. It always separates. And if you can control it, you are gone very fast.
And that might be the key now, because while his fine dining restaurants are not making as much as they usually do,
I'm sure people have to cook at home, so they buy our tomato soup or different soups in the market.
Feeding soup to the masses, as opposed to just feeding the posh few in his restaurants, has been crucial to Puck's success, especially in these bleak financial times.
Well, I always thought, you know, people should get great food at any level. We said, how can we be successful by giving people good food at that price? It's actually more difficult for me that way than having really upscale fine dining restaurants. So when we make a Caesar salad at the airport, it tastes the same as at Spago.
Either way, Wolfgang Puck, Inc. wins. But in this whirlwind of food shopping, pot and pan selling, restaurant opening, and star catering, there is something that is lost. Cooking.
How much time do you spend in the kitchen now?
You know, not enough.
Are there days when you don't cook anything yourself?
You know, there are days when I have to talk with accountants and with lawyers and
reporters.
Yeah, no, and that's my worst day probably.
You're one of the most famous chefs in the world, and you're telling me you wish you could cook more.
You know, that's what it is, because we also run a business.
Tom Colicchio, host of the wildly popular Top Chef and chef owner of the craft restaurant empire, puts it this way.
You kind of have to have 2 hats, especially if you want to run a successful business. And it is difficult because you're getting pulled in so many different directions every day. I mean, even now I know there's things that I need to attend to as I'm doing this.
This is Jose Andres, host of 2 television shows, author of 4 cookbooks, and chef-owner of 8 restaurants.
Lately, because the volume of restaurants, hotels, TV shows, everything I'm doing now, I've been cooking less in the last 5 years that I've ever dreamed of. Actually, some weeks I don't even cook.
Oh, we got you more here. Look at that. Yeah.
The way Puck sees it, he has done chefs everywhere a big favor.
When they saw you could be on television, you could own your own restaurants, they said, you know, this is really an amazing profession.
Do you think it's a problem now, though, that kids who might want to be chefs have unrealistic expectations?
Patience is really a lost virtue in a way. People want to be everything in 2 years. They think I started to cook, 2 years later I opened Spago, then I had the TV show and here I am. They don't want to learn the profession. It takes a long time.
Thank you.
And somehow in this swirl of celebrity and business and empire,
A little shrimp?
never forget one thing.
Look at that, it's perfect.
Food.
Thank you.
If you don't serve good food and give great service, people are not giving you their money anymore. You know, you have to be really careful and be on your toes all the time. Not bad.
I'm John Berman for Nightline in New York.
Sound advice, whatever your profession. Our thanks to John Berman. And when we come back, dapper dudes asked to change their stripes or risk a banker backlash. It's tonight's Sign of the Times.
When can a towel become a tango? When can a t-shirt be a pacifier? When you add Ultra Downy with Renewing Scent Pearls, you get 3 times longer lasting freshness, so you feel more connected, which can turn a sweater into your sanctuary. Downy, feel more, and get up to 33% more loads from a single bottle.
Don't look, but you're totally getting scoped out right now.
Seriously, where?
Don't look. Been staring at you for like 20 minutes.
What, that? That's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Tell me who's watching.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
At first, it was a relief to know what was wrong. Whew, diabetes, is that all? And then all of a sudden I was like, huh? I felt amazingly boxed in. Anything to make it easier means you're making my life easier.
Joe simplifies his life with the Contour meter from Bayer, the only meter that's easily personalized. And now with Bayer's new Simple Saver program, save up to $360 a year on testing supplies. And that's a simple win. Make testing more affordable with Bayer. Visit BayerSimpleSaver.com to find out more.
Hotels.com has just the thing for people who like being treated special, or even extra special. It's called Welcome Rewards. For every 10 nights you book, you get a free night. It's like a little extra special treatment for your wallet.
Hey, I got into Polytech.
Congratulations!
Way to go, that's great.
How are we going to afford that?
Maybe I should take that interview after all.
Just for Men targets only the gray hair in 5 minutes.
Dad, just want to say thanks.
Just for Men.
Tomorrow, the passion and bravery of Michael J. Fox. His message about his personal struggles.
It seemed like the right thing to do.
And keeping Parkinson's from taking away his family life.
What have you learned about parenting?
Tomorrow, he talks about it all to Diane Sawyer on Good Morning America.
It's Shoe Week at Ross. The latest fashions for men, women, and kids. You won't believe the selection, and you won't believe the savings. 40 to 70% off department and specialty store prices. Shoe Week at Ross. The savings are unbeatable.
Did you really have to bring 50 wagons of stuff?
What? I like shoes.
We're not going to be gone forever. Oh, I should have just gone to public storage.
Public storage?
Yeah, public storage. You can reserve a storage space and pay just $1 for the first month.
Great. Now you tell me.
Need to store your stuff? Call the experts at Public Storage. We have a variety of storage spaces. Reserve now and pay just $1 for the first month at any of our over 2,000 convenient locations. That's right. The first month is just $1. Public Storage. Call 1-800-44-STORE.
This is a great time to make a great buy at Bruce Chevrolet. Over 350 vehicles, all for immediate delivery. Folks, it's my opinion, these two vehicles are the best buy on the American road. Take a look at this 08 Impala loaded with extras, only $11,988. Or this 08 Trailblazer, also loaded for only $15,988. You can't beat it. Come out today. That's Bruce Chevrolet in Hillsborough, a name you know and trust.
It's Shoe Week at Ross. The top brands have just arrived. Styles that you never expected to see at Ross at savings of 40 to 70% compared to department and specialty stores. Shoe Week at Ross. The savings are unbeatable.
Nightline continues from New York City with Martin Bashir.
President Barack Obama arrived in London earlier today for the emergency G20 summit. The goal of his trip, convince fellow world leaders that his plan for saving the American economy will also help the global recession. Protests are expected And with bankers the likely target, some banks have warned their staff to dress down for the day. And for Nick Watt, that is a sign of the times.
This has become the uniform of capitalism, the sharply tailored suit. And to the protesters who will flood these streets tomorrow, anyone who wears one is a target.
There are plenty of people who would love to actually, literally, hang bankers. There's no question. I mean, that's the mood at the moment.
Bearing that in mind, London's police have politely told London's bankers to leave their suits in the closet tomorrow, to travel to work incognito, to shed their skins. The decree is being met with meek compliance by most.
Safety first, that's always the best philosophy.
And defiance by a few brave old bulls.
I'm perfectly proud of what I am and what I do and what I look like. And why should I be intimidated by people like that?
Because they can do stuff like this. The official advice from police to bankers is to dress well down. So obviously lose the handmade suit and extremely expensive tie, but what does a dressed down banker actually look like? Well, he'd probably look a bit like this. And I think I'm still a target. Now, I just look like I'm on Nantucket, spending my fabulous wealth. Some firms have felt the need to instruct their employees how to dress down.
They've told everybody to just dress down in jeans and a t-shirt.
So, what are you going to wear?
Jeans and a t-shirt, a pair of boots, and that's it.
At Norton & Sons Gentlemen's Tailors, they're a little bit bemused.
The suit doesn't have to be a symbol of something evil. Really, it should be a symbol of something completely the opposite, which is gentility and manners and respect.
There's enough of that.
And according to the suave Mr. Grant, there is an irony in tomorrow's suit ban. Apparently, the real financial high rollers, the real focus of the protesters' ire, don't wear suits anymore.
Hedge fund men, generalizing broadly, they've thrown away the tie, they've thrown away the suit because they're all after, they're too busy chasing the dollar.
So it's the little guy who's got to change his clothes tomorrow.
Makes me a bit annoyed because I'm just a worker. I work for a living.
But even in jeans and t-shirts will a whiff of affluence mark the banker out from the crowd.
So I hope nothing happens to them. But, I mean, it's a very, very, very bad idea, isn't it, to find yourself on the wrong side of a revolution.
Fits and I'm off and I'm out the door.
If I was a banker tomorrow, I wouldn't wear a suit. And I wouldn't wash, shave, or clean under my fingernails either. Blend in, boys. Blend in. I'm Nick Watt for Nightline in London.
Our Nick Watt advising casual camouflage. And we'll be right back.
Wednesday, in one shocking moment.
This is our fault. We caused this.
Every survivor's life.
We're under arrest.
Is in danger.
Keep your mouth shut and stop asking questions.
ABC's Lost. All new Wednesday, 9/8 Central on ABC.
Kids always take too much, especially when it comes to bath tissue. But with Charmin Ultra Soft, our softest ever, you can use less because it's more absorbent than the leading value brand. Charmin Ultra Soft.
This is your captain speaking. We are 14th in line for takeoff.
Beep, beep, beep. Looks like it's bumper to bumper on the interstate.
Well, I gotta get to Cleveland.
Should have skipped that second soda.
Remember your belt, your watch, your shoes.
I wonder what gas costs today.
$7 for a pillow. An extra bag costs what?
I hate traffic.
The train is now arriving.
The train has arrived indeed. Amtrak. Enjoy the journey.
Lexus of Portland's spring sales event is happening now. Specials like the 09 IS250, $369 a month lease. The IS250 all-wheel drive. Performance, style, and technology. Now, $369 a month at Lexus of Portland.
For fresh deli taste, why pay for the whole deli?
Check on Deli Man.
Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh shaved meats. Great fresh from the deli taste without the deli counter price. Sliced, packed, and sealed at the peak of freshness. Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh. For the love of a great sandwich.
Hey,
Hey, hi. Could you take all of these in for me, please?
All of them?
Well, it's the Boston cream pie and the apple turnovers and the white chocolate strawberries and the key lime pie.
So you need them let out?
No, in.
Out.
In.
Out.
No, in.
Yoplait Light. With 14 delicious flavors at 100 calories, it only tastes fattening.
Out?
Okay, I was just outside and then I came in, so if you could...
Crown Carpets is stocked and ready to roll with the Rollout Savings Sale. Hundreds of full rolls and room-size remnants are ready to roll out the door to your home. You'll save 20 to 50% off the regular price, including low prices on Stainmaster carpet starting at just $8.99 a yard. At Crown Carpets, you'll always find the floors you need at warehouse prices. Plus, you get unbeatable service. So hurry in and save up to 50% during the Rollout Savings Sale now at Crown Carpets, Stark Street in Gresham and Main Street in Tigard.
A detailed forecast to plan your day. K2 Storm Tracker weather.
And finally, some late political news. An election today for a House seat in upstate New York is too close to call. With over 154,000 ballots counted and all precincts reporting, less than 100 votes separate Democrat Scott Murphy and Republican James Tedesco. Both parties have pointed to it as a key race, widely viewed as an early referendum on the president's performance. The Democrat campaigned on Obama's stimulus plan, while the Republican campaigned largely on a bailout backlash. It'll now come down to absentee ballots, and it may be days before a winner is declared. But that's our report for tonight. Jimmy Kimmel Live is up next. But for now, for Terry Moran, Cynthia McFadden, and all of us at ABC News, good night, America.
Blazers supports the Ronald McDonald Houses. And when you purchase a McCafe drink or premium roast coffee at McDonald's, a portion of proceeds go to Ronald McDonald House Charities.
And he lived happily ever after.
Is ugly green moss and mold spoiling your backyard's beauty? Clean it all the easy way with 30 Seconds Outdoor Cleaner. Simply spray on, hose off, and enjoy a clean backyard. 30 Seconds Outdoor Cleaner is made in the Northwest for Northwest homes just like yours.
New at 6, an economic survival guide for frugal parents. It's a new kind of consignment shopping, a giant garage sale big enough to fill the expo center.
It's row after row of clothing and toys and furniture.
What makes this consignment idea so different? That's tonight at 6.
A group of April Fools descends on Portland's living room for a gorilla dance performance. So cool. They're looking at the flash mob outside our studio at the Square. They made a live performance during our noon show. The computer networking company Cisco is reportedly behind it. It is not the first flash mob at the Square, though. The last one involved a giant pillow fight.
That looks really cool.
It is.
Nightly News is straight ahead. First Lady Michelle Obama takes the stage in London. Is she considered a different kind of First Lady?
Plus, more bad news for U.S. auto sales in March, how much the numbers dropped.
That much more next on Nightly News, and we'll see you back here in 1/2 hour.